2018 has been eventful in the area of security for residents of some states in northern Nigeria. As the dust settles, the question of how the affected persons, some of whom had to flee from their homes, would spend the holidays. This episode of Big Story brings to you how these people will spend this holiday, especially some residents in Benue, Adamawa, and Borno states. You're welcome. I'm Ini John Mekwa. Benue State in north-central Nigeria recorded a high death toll in 2018 as a result of the farmers and herdsmen conflict, which culminated in herdsmen attacks.
When the desert farm finish, they go light the bush fire.
In January, the state recorded one of its darkest periods when over 60 indigents in Guma and Logo local government areas of the state were victims of one of the attacks. Several others followed, one notable one being the attack on a church and the killing of 17 worshippers and 2 priests in Gwere East district of Benue State. As at September, the attacks had led to the destruction of structures in over 50 public primary schools in the affected areas and communities, and over 20,000 primary school children had been forced out of school. That's according to the Universal Basic Education of the state. These regretful episodes sent residents in these areas and similar areas in the rural parts of the state in search of a more secure abode, while the state government and non-government organizations prepared makeshift inhabitants for them.
As of March, we recorded 34,986 IDPs here in the camp. And as I speak to you, if I tell you that this is a number that has reduced and this one is left, I may be lying. Because some of them attempted going to their place, but they went and it was not safe for them, they are returning back. Some will go and stay for like 1 or 2 weeks, and then they will discover that these people are still grazing and harming them, and then they will return back. So the thing is never a static movement. They are going and they are coming back.
Life at the camps are incomparable to living in homes, as the IDPs complain of lack or insufficient basic needs.
There is nothing like food, shelter, water. It is only last week that those people that give us water here. It will take like 3 days before we can get food and eat. Some old women used to boil water and put salt and drink and sleep. We don't have anything to feed. Our children are complaining of shortage of blood because there is nothing to them to eat. They are suffering. Most of them last week, man, they died here. More than 3 children died in our camp here. We men used to assist people from farm. We can harvest rice and they will give us come and give our women and cook for us. You can work with person. We can give you maize or rice, and you can come back and give our wife and cook for us.
Sometimes I go firewood, go fish. When my husband go find job with farm work. If a person give, I go do farm work. Where go you go and buy food, where go chop. What I go do? Like this, you go sleep. Nothing. Nothing. No bed. No nothing. Sometimes bag go put on for ground, sleep like that. No mat, no nothing.
Christmas at stake, and we are here, desperate. We are only it is some other NGOs that are helping us, and the government too has been trying. So, well, we have just looking forward to our Christmas. We are hoping
So at least if we can get something, we can enjoy our Christmas.
In the face of harsh and unfavorable living conditions, the fear of attacks has kept them here.
Our people here are still in camp. Nobody has gone home. These herdsmen are still attacking. They are still disturbing. So if you go home and still see them around, then there's no need to say, nobody has gone back in this very camp. We are still here. As you can see people here, nobody has gone back. We are still around.
The Operation White Stroke is actually helping. But what happens is that when they see the soldiers coming, they run back to Nasarawa State. When the soldiers leave, because the soldiers are not everywhere, when they leave, they come back to graze freely. In my village just last week, when we wanted to bury Tokula, part of Tokula inside, we wanted to bury my uncle. You know, so when we went to dig the grave, we met them there. The soldiers who escorted us to make the grave engaged them, and you know, we had to, you know, come back. Some of the IDPs who went back to that place, because of what happened, they were afraid and left back to the camps again.
Whether in the IDP camp or at home, the world is celebrating in this season, and these Nigerians should also have a feel of it.
It's a brown man.
We've taken it upon ourselves to see how we can make food available for them this morning. Cooked food available. We also have some other relief materials like clothes and rice, gari, and other things too that we feel will help them. We know it's nothing, but we are appealing to the government, good people of the state, to come out in their numbers and help these people. You can hear how the children speak. These are not poor beggars. They are people who are forced out of their houses. These are not children of beggars. They have parents who have been forced out of their source of livelihood, which is farming. So we are begging the state government and the federal government to come into this situation and help matters. In the spirit of Christmas, that is why we have decided to remember them and bring this food for them. So I pray the government remembers them, bring food and clothing. Because you can see how harsh the weather is. They actually need this clothing. You can see some children without footwears. Some don't even have clothes on them. And someone was saying children have been dying. So we are appealing to the government to at least come in and see how they can get clothes for these children, if not for anything, for this weather.
Another way which the organizations are putting smiles on the faces of the IDPs is through the provision of medical supplies and services. In areas which have previously been inaccessible, this period seems calm enough to reach out to them.
There are still more areas which we need to, like earlier this year, due to security challenge, we had to withdraw from certain settlements because they became riskier. Usually we go further than 10 kilometers away from a functional health facility. But as it is, there are some settlements that we had to pull out from because they became riskier. There were more rumors of the presence of the insurgents, so we had to pull out from these settlements. As things get better, of course, we're going to expand. So we hope to go further.
It's different for the occupants of Daudu IDP camp in Guma local government area who are spending this holiday in their homes. After 11 months away from their homes, Indigenes of Mbawa Council Ward and its environs, who made up about 15,000 IDPs, have returned home. Their confidence is built in the work of Operation Wellstroke, which has been in operation in the state for about 6 months now.
Happy to inform you that despite the presence of these IDPs here, so far a total of 236,864 IDPs have returned back home in Benue, Nasarawa, and Taraba states. For Benue State, we have 201,864 for Benue State, 15,000 in Nasarawa State, and 10,000 in Taraba State. Under Operation 777, approximately half of these people, that's 111,864 people, have returned home in the past 10 weeks under Operation 777.
Another set of Nigerians who will be celebrating the festivities in their home is the over 200 families who have been staying at the Geosciences Internally Displaced Camp in Jos, north-central Nigeria. It's been 6 months here, but now 386 people, mainly women, children and the aged, are among the first to return to their homes. The arrangement was made by Operation Safe Haven and the Plateau State government to return them to 3 villages, Kaku, Kuzen and Kura Falls, as the villages for resettlement.
I get farm, I get chicken, I get farm for bush, I get yam, I get corn, but nothing will get it. We are feeling better, but no room for sleep. We don't know where we are going to live in. Till we get house to sleep. No food. They don't cut all our food in the bush, in the farm. We haven't got something. So you people, you can help us with that people planning. So most of us to go, but better you to help us. All my child, my wife. I'm alone in the house now.
Flagging off the commencement of the returnees to their villages, Commander of Operation Safe Haven, Major General Agundu, assures that adequate security has been provided in the villages for the returnees, while relief materials will be provided to assist in the resettlement process for the displaced persons.
Most especially as the festive period is here. And you know, of course, that majority of Plateau indigenes are either farmers or herders, and they have lost that aspect of their vocation for too long a time. What we have seen there is that the tiredness of them staying in a camp within their own state when their homes are there. What we have seen also is that voluntariness of them to go back to their ancestral homes. So it's a promise I made to them when we had we distributed some relief materials here, and we carried out some of our medical outreach, which is one of the non-kinetic aspects of my mandate here on the plateau. So what we have seen is the result of many periods of coordinating conferences and meetings, which culminated into what we are going to witness today, which is the flag off of the first set of those who will be returning back to their ancestral homes. The homes and the villages have been properly secured. Troops deployment have been reinforced. We are more reinvigorated now to ensure that the security of their villages are assured. The security of their lives are also to much extent we can give them some assurance they'll be able to stay in their villages without any fear or apprehension.
The returnees are delighted to be heading back home after 6 months, and they hope that this will make their Christmas even merrier than before.